Hello again, or for the new faces out there, welcome to the Canting Club. This week's wine is a white from Australia. It's from Margaret River, a region in the far southwestern corner of the country. It's coastal and cool climate and noted for its Chardonnay, of which this is one. Unusually though, this is completely unoaked. It's also unusual in being, apart from the first Chardonnay we've ever featured, amazingly, the oldest wine we've ever featured on Decanting Club. This is from the 2008 vintage. Can it still be alive? Well, it looks alive. Older whites go deeper in colour and tend towards gold, but this still has those green tinges of youth, and it's still quite pale. Amazing. Oh yes, it's just filled with white flowers and peach. The white flowers are chamomile, I think, those big daisies. There are yellow apples in there as well, and some buttery, creamy notes. That may be maturity, or it may be Lee's aging. There are layers, there's such depth to this, and it's got a sinus clearing quality that I particularly love in a wine. It's like my nostrils are trying to expand to enjoy more of it. Wonderful. Oh boy, it's really spicy and filled with melon, green Gallia melon. There's white peach in there as well, and perhaps a little touch of banana on the after palate. Not much though. Terrific intensity of flavour, but despite that, and the 14% alcohol on the label, this is only medium bodied. It's not the heavyweight monster you'd expect. About the only place you notice the alcohol perhaps is on the finish. It's the warmth and spiciness of it. Plenty of melon flavours on the finish too, and it really lasts. Then right at the end, there's this little hint of something herbal or pine needly about it. I was expecting this wine was going to demonstrate the changes that occur with age, but it doesn't. It doesn't seem to have changed hardly at all. It's almost supernaturally youthful. About the only signs of age in this are those yellow apples, which smell like their skin's perhaps just beginning to wrinkle, and that little herbal pine needly hint at the end of the finish, which is a bit characteristic of older wines. Maybe too, the intensity and depth of the nose is down to bottle age. This is an unoaked Chardonnay, and it's not a naturally aromatic grape. Most of the scents we think are Chardonnay are actually the oak. Looking at the old reviews for this wine, it seemed to have quite a light and delicate nose when it was young. Not anymore. Those white flowers are wonderful, and they're very reminiscent of Chablis, the original unoaked Chardonnay from France. The flavours are quite Chablis-esque as well, although much riper and stronger. No Chablis reaches 14%. It's also not quite as austerely dry as a Chablis would be. That may be due to the alcohol. Alcohol tastes a bit sweet. There may be a tiny touch of residual sugar in the wine. It's still dry, just not bone dry. How has this lasted so well? Well, I think part of the reason is Mr. Screwtop here. It's so much more impermeable to air that wines age more slowly and consistently underneath it. Too slowly for red wines often, which is why they still use corks. Also, I think that Sandalford, who made this, rather overdid it. They didn't make this wine again after this vintage. It was the last unoaked Chardonnay they did. And I think they crafted it too much for long aging and succeeded altogether too well. That, combined with the excellent but high acid 2008 vintage and the Screwtop, meant, I suspect, that it wasn't very nice when it was young, and so it didn't sell. Their loss is our gain. After 9 years, this wine is singing. Cheers.